All right, guys, thanks for coming to hang out. So this is our first time hanging in the house together like this as a collective, and I think it's cool for us to have a conversation. We're finding out that we're hopefully having the opportunity to come back together as a ministry and as groups of friends and groups of block parties and things. So I think us having a conversation, knowing where you're at, and hopefully maybe even having an opportunity to for the viewers to have some common ground. So how about we start off? Tell us who you are, what's your name, what school you go to, what grade you're gonna be in. Start here.
Hi, I'm Corley. I am going into freshman year at Hello Ridge.
I'm Matthew Gonzalez. I'm going into my junior year at Cibola.
I'm Annabelle Norad. I'm going to DVMHS, because we're in middle school and high school, or not high school anymore, and I'm going to 8th grade.
I am Taiwan Turner, and I have graduated from Hello Ridge High School.
Hey. All right, cool. Annabelle kind of let us into a story already. Something's going on at Desert View. They don't have high school anymore or something. But yeah, so man, so all of you guys are in different grades. It sounds like everybody's in different grade, and everybody's goes to different schools. So which means that most of you guys probably live in different parts of town. And obviously live in different homes. But so everyone's responded to things one way or another in terms of what's best for them or their perspective. So I'm gonna start with you actually, Annabelle. I'm gonna start with you. Tell me about your family demographic. Maybe tell people about what your mom does for a career, and how is your family, what would you say is your guys' status in terms of quarantine, in terms of distancing? Tell me a little bit about what your family's doing.
So my mom, she is an RN. She's actually moving to like helping with labor and everything like that, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Because one of her dream jobs actually. And my family in quarantine. I guess we're having a little bit of trouble because we're getting tired of each other.
That's fair.
Like we're having communication problems. We're having fun though.
Yeah,
we're
good.
Getting to know each other better, learning the things we don't know about each other.
Yeah.
We have changed
right.
over time. So we're going swimming every day.
There you go.
Doing lots of fun stuff, going to the wash centers, and a bunch of fun stuff like that.
Good. So now do you go to the store with your family and things, or is the wash and things more outside? Is that kind of more the status that you guys are doing?
We go to the store sometimes, it's not our whole family usually. It's just two people.
Good.
Yeah, I guess just 2 people, and we don't go out as often, and occasionally we'll go to the wash or something.
I got you. Cool. Taiwan, I gotta lay it out there. Senior year.
Yeah.
Cut in half, basically. I wanna jump to a question because a lot of seniors responded different. I was on the phone with you guys as much as I possibly could, and of course all the block party leaders were following up. But a lot of you guys were in different places from day to day, it seems like. So tell me, I want you to take me to one of your hardest moments of the quarantine. Maybe whether it was some news you got, or a mood you got in, or a day that you just came to some realization. Tell me about your hardest quarantine moment.
My hardest quarantine moment would easily have to be me failing my college courses.
Oh.
And I failed all of those college courses with Fs.
Oh.
But I passed all of my high school courses with A's.
Right.
And so seeing that drastic shift and feeling almost like I had failed at something.
Yeah.
Something that was so important to me, it really
That's something you're not used to.
Yeah.
You're a talented dude. You don't lose a lot. You don't fail a lot. Now, the interesting thing about that is one of the high school counselors at actually the school that you're at told me that the majority of their kids taking college credit classes, because it got shifted from an in-person to an online class, rocked their boat so bad. And the majority of them, it sounds like a lot of them didn't pass those classes because imagine the dynamic change like you experienced yourself. So that's rough. That's tough, man. Matt, tell me about one of your toughest moments.
My toughest?
Or even maybe a tough season you went through during the quarantine to where you're like, gosh, this is rough.
Yeah, I would say the toughest thing would be just getting in my own head and not being able to be productive.
I got you.
So staying home, obviously you could do stuff like work out, you could pray, practice, read the Bible, but after a while you can't do that. You can't do it the whole day.
Yeah.
So being productive would be like a very hard thing. And then obviously just like getting your own thoughts in your own head.
Yeah. But that goes along with your personality type, though.
Yeah.
You always feel like you have to be accomplishing something and progressing. So I get that. Corley, I'm gonna let you switch it up. So your family, similar story, I guess you can say to Annabelle. Your mom's also a nurse, works hospital. Your dad affiliated with military-related things. So have to be very careful in your home. How many? I got to ask this only because I know the answer. How many times have you been to the store in the past 9 weeks?
I haven't been at all.
Zero trips to the store. So I'm judging the rest of you guys and your parents. No, but at the same time, Corley, give me one highlight. Give me one highlight during this season. Maybe something that's gone on with your family or with yourself personally.
Well, my family, we binge watch a lot of shows, so we would order like food or something, and then we would just spend the whole night watching TV and just stay up late and just enjoy each other's company.
Would you guys have done that before? Was that a common thing you guys did before?
We did it every once in a while, but
Right.
we always had like to go to bed at a certain time,
Right.
because school, obviously, and then my parents would always have to like work stuff.
Nah, so that's so cool. We did very similar here. We just stay up later with the girls and watch shows and order out and eat more than we need to and stuff, but it was cool. Gosh, you guys are awesome. So personal disciplines. Matt talked about working out. Taiwan, we've had those conversations before. Some of you guys have checked in, well, all of you guys at one point or another have checked in with some of our online experiences and stuff. Annabelle, I'm gonna come back to you. You've been a part of pretty much every Zoom and different block party Zooms and things. Tell me what made you choose to jump into those, and give me maybe a high from one of your online experiences.
I choose to do the Zooms because I miss everybody.
It's good.
It's very hard not seeing people like I want to. Like, it was the hardest thing in quarantine. Like, getting through my head, I can't see people. They can't come to our house. And so, like, I chose to do those things because I wanted to see people. I wanted to know what other people are doing.
It's good.
Learn from like what they're doing. Maybe I could do that too. And one of the highlights of doing those was I definitely learned a lot more things I could do that other people are doing, and like the interest meetings. Those were really fun. Like, me and my sister, we both baked. We haven't done that in a while.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And we did like art stuff, and then we even made like in our me and my mom's interest group, we did dream boards.
Yes.
And so we went through what dreams we had, a car, a house, and everything like that. It was really fun.
That was cool. That group ended up being pretty popular because you guys got to bring your dream board to the next big Zoom, and everyone's like, "That's what you did?" Mm-hmm. So that's very cool. Very cool. Matt, you're an athlete. Your season, from what we know of, is coming whether you can practice with your team or not. Talk about some of the personal disciplines you had to add for yourself. Me and you had some conversations about working out with no equipment and all those type of things. Talk about your motivation. How did you, even a practical way, where did you find your workouts and different things?
Yeah, so I found a lot of my workouts because I would train with the certain trainers.
Right.
So we did a lot of body weight stuff and like dumbbell stuff. So I have dumbbells at home, so a lot of my workouts is dumbbells, and I have a bench, so I use that. And then the field, I've been doing a lot more like footwork, agility, stuff like that. Yeah. And so I usually just do that at the field a lot more than what I used to. Good.
A lot of times we call that the lonely work anyway.
Yeah.
That's stuff you do on your own. That's good. So now we know, there's a lot we don't know still, but we know that eventually we're going to be able to get back in the building. We're thinking, hoping, praying that it's early part of June. I want you guys to talk about, Corley, you go first. I want you to talk about what you're looking forward to the most getting back in the building, specifically with youth ministry and things.
Well, I'm just excited to see everyone.
Good.
I feel like that's what everybody's saying.
Yeah.
But it's like you've just been sitting around the same people, and I feel like it gets boring. Like, obviously it's your family, but it's like you always get sick of your family sometimes. And I'm just ready to like be around people again and to be able to like get back in touch with like Jesus and stuff.
Love it.
Because I haven't been like as active if I have like, before.
I get you.
I'm just excited to like get back to it.
Yeah. Good. Taiwan, jump on that.
Yeah, it's just going to be extremely refreshing to see all the people who I've not only grown connection with, but call like my brothers and sisters.
Go. Yeah.
And I love my mom, I love my dad, I love my sister, I even love my dog. At some point, I need that time away. I need that time.
Yeah. I appreciate that. That's good. Taiwan, I'm going to come back to you. You're a student leader this year. And then we've been shifting you into more of leadership, and now you've got some of your boys that you oversee in different things. Talk about the uniqueness of planning ministry week to week, but online. I remember you and I and Corellia's here somewhere, and we talked about one of our Foothills block parties. What mindset did you have to have when you were planning online youth ministry? What things did you consider when you were doing that?
When I'm planning online youth ministry, I had to realize that it's harder when you're in a different space than everybody else is.
That's right.
Because like I'm in one space and then everybody else is in their own separate spaces. And so having to plan for those spaces and having to keep people engaged in those spaces have really been like the toughest part of it all.
So good, man. That's good. Annabelle, for yourself, like you said, you were involved in a lot of those. If you were to give advice to a ministry who didn't have an online experience like us, we had Zooms for block parties. We had Zooms, which is our small group system. We had Zooms for our entire ministry, at least the best we can. We had some Instagram. We had some Facebook. If there's a ministry that says we want to do online, but they have nothing, where would you tell them to start? What would, if you had to say with everything that you saw us do, what would you recommend to them? I know that's a tough question.
Yeah. Like without devices or anything?
With devices, if knowing that you can utilize technology.
Okay. Like how Youth does, we do like fun videos, like entertainment. Like I saw the PB&J video.
Yeah.
Like I would say like do different videos, do different services, like how we have been doing. Like even just different people like FaceTiming one-on-one, doing different teachings. I think that would be pretty cool, like even if they can't do the Zoom meetings like we do. You
crushed that answer, girl. That's good. So some spiritual elements with services, but some fun things, big crowd related things, and also one-on-one, different type. That's good. Love it. Matt, social media. The social media world, we can't live with it, can't live without it, right? Did you find yourself spending more time, less time, or about the same on your social media? And just give me a little, and you guys can hop in with them, give me a little more about that world when it comes to this quarantine. Now that you had pretty much all day available to you, tell me about kind of your life with social media over this experience.
I would say I spent more time on it, probably just like laying down, or like if I wasn't doing anything, I would spend more time. I did follow like more like daily verses page.
Oh, there you go.
So
good.
On my feed, I would see a verse here and there.
Such a saved answer.
But that was, yeah.
Let me see your phone. I'm just kidding. No, that's good. No, I know. That's good, man. No, but it's very good.
I did do that, but it was a little bit more time I spent on it and texting people. Like,
so you had to change what you see though.
Yeah.
So you started following different things because the normal scroll of your, it wasn't enough. So I like, that's a good answer. Corley, what about you?
I don't have any social media.
Yes. And same with Annabelle. So how did you survive? Because some people are cringing at that answer right now.
Well, it kind of makes me like want it back more. But I feel like I've used this time to like focus on myself.
Oh gosh.
And like
listen to this girl. Love it.
I've really gotten like my schoolwork together.
Unlike Taiwan, apparently. I'm just kidding.
I got into reading like books. I've read a bunch of books over quarantine. But I really just think like it was like just this time I was like, okay, I'm just gonna use this time to like focus on myself, get what I wanted done, and just like I don't know, just feel better about myself.
Gosh, you're my hero. That's great. I love it. Guys, this was great. I love having this conversation. I think this is a conversation we can come back to pretty often because hopefully it's helping some people. And I think even for you as individuals, when you get to open up about these things, helps you know where you're at. Helps you know where you're at, helps you know what you're thinking. But I would say this. Taiwan, how about you give this final answer? When it comes to City Youth, of course we're going to distance. Of course we're going to be safe. Of course we're going to, things are going to look slightly different. But what are the things you can guarantee that they will still experience when we get back?
Jesus.
Come on.
That's pretty much the only answer I got.
Yeah.
The reason why we come there, the reason why we gather, so that people can have an experience with Jesus.
Yeah.
and then it's pretty much the best thing I can promise.
That's it, man. That's the best thing we got. That's all we got. Just know, but just know, if you're watching this, we're still going to build community. We found a way to do it online. We found a way to do it through phone calls, through text messages. We've got 2 students here. I just realized we have 2 students here that don't have social media at all, and they still stayed incredibly plugged in. We have other high school athletes that have all the media and all the people, and it worked out great. So just know we're looking forward to loving on you, being together with you, and worshiping with you as soon as we can.